Good morning. Welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at MarketSite, we have Brannon, Thompson, and Adam Cooper. They are the co-founders of GasMob. We're going to look at how climate change awareness and data are changing the future of the energy markets. Thank you both for joining us at MarketSite. And before we get into GasMob, Brannon, explain to us how the auto industry is evolving.
Yeah, so the two big changes you're seeing right now in the auto industry are most certainly going to be, the switch to autonomous cars, development of that, as well as the EV market. Once we first got into this business, you don't get into a business such as on-demand mobile fueling without looking to the future. So our plan from the beginning was always that how do we make that transition? How do we stay ahead of the curve to make sure that when the EV market does take over and it captures a lot of that market share, that we're going to be suited and ready to, enact our services in that market or field.
So Adam, how is technology changing the auto industry landscape?
Brannon, you may want to take that one though.
Oh, for the environmental? Yeah, so the difference from us and your more brick and mortar gas stations are going to be, less chance for groundwater contamination. You're seeing situations such as Austin, Texas. They're actually uprooting your classic gas stations to move them out of the way because they want to protect the aquifer, so things like that. There's a lot more spills when you have your everyday consumer going out there and, kind of haphazardly, fueling their own cars. With us, we have, properly trained delivery technicians, people who know how to mitigate spills and how to properly, handle hazardous materials. So it kind of eliminates a lot of that risk, and then also the insurance burdens and other things like that. But more towards environmental, the fuel obviously changes less hands. It comes direct from us. We source our fuel direct from refiners, and then it's delivered directly to the consumers. It's not having to go to below ground tanks, which again, create vapor emissions and such.
Right. So, Adam, it sounds like it could be a high barrier to entry when you put all those components together. What is technology doing to help service this on-demand?
So like anything in today's industry, everyone wants on-demand services and make it easier for their life and less inconvenient. So what we decided to do with residential complexes and commercial office space is basically offer as an amenity where while you sleep and while you work, you never have to go to a gas station ever again. We fill you up, and when you wake up in the morning, your car is filled, you get in your car and you go straight to work. And when you're done with the office, you leave and you go home and you never have to worry about going to a gas station again.
So is this available for everyone right now, or how does this work?
So it's right now we basically we have contracts with large REITs and real estate conglomerates, right, where we basically work with them to customize solution at specific locations. So we are eventually going to get into the on-demand space where we'll be able to deliver gas while you're sleeping at home for you and your wife and your kids. However, right now it's specific locations that we offer.
So like an apartment complex would be
Correct.
The one that have access to it, but like I can't go home to my house in New Jersey and access it on the app yet.
Not yet.
Is what it sounds like. Do you think this is going to be the future of how, I mean, look, you could do anything right now. Stores deliver your food, cleaning services are delivered on demand. Do you think that this is where the industry could be going?
Absolutely. I think you've seen a very good reception from our customers who've used it. They love the service. They all always compliment, and just the few short months that we've been operating, they've all said, I can't remember the last time I've been to a gas station. So I think people really enjoy it. People really like it, and I think it's going to be around for a while.
So who are some of the partners that you're working with? You had mentioned some REITs.
Yeah, so there's Parkway in Houston, there's Howard Hughes, we are working with Transwestern as well, Midway in Houston, some big real estate firms. Not only are they nationwide, but they're worldwide. So one of the benefits that we kind of thought of when working with them is we could expand to new markets based on their portfolios versus actually having to hire our own sales team and kind of cold call and get new clients. We already have a portfolio that's very large and very widespread.
So what are the plans for 2019? Continued expansion domestically?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us at MarketSite, and thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.